Hello there and welcome to World of Tanks with Ungainly Titan. So we're here on Erlenberg and I'm on the Challenger, the British Tier 7 tank destroyer that I've unlocked recently and have finally overtrained the crew. That is, I completed the training on the skill that I was training on the Achilles, which I think was camouflage, and I have added another 20,000 experience on top of that without selecting a new skill, and then I moved the crew over to the Challenger, paid for the 3/4 tank training using silver, and finished up with a 100% trained crew and a few points left over so that I can start training Brothers in Arms. I had also built up a large stock of free XP over the last 4 or 5 months, which I used in 2 separate batches to free XP my way up to the top package, the Challenger. I've also free XP the Middle East line all the way up to, from the M2, which I played all the way up to the Sherman Firefly. Though I haven't bought the Sherman Firefly yet or moved the crew over because I'm trying to train up another skill or perk before I will make that transition. This is my 3rd match in the Challenger, and I decided to show you this match because I think the Challenger is a really neat tank. It's fast, mobile, and it's using a 17-pounder gun but with a very high rate of fire, so it actually is quite vicious in terms of DPM. So I'm here on the northern edge, trying to find a spot basically where I've got can make use of my gun depression and show as little of my tank as possible, both to try and hide the tank, and because I actually don't have a lot of armour on this tank, it's not very well armoured. So we have a medium going forward to scout, and hopefully he should be giving me some targets. So finally now we have reliable spotting on the VK and we track him. So as you can see, the reload's just a little over 3 seconds. I just shoot by 3.7 or something like that. And we just eat away through the hit points here of the German tank.
Looks like that one went right through. Good night, Irene. We've got a lock. That got him.
Don't do any actual hit point damage to Conwell, and he doesn't, or the Comet, sorry, and he doesn't hang around long enough for me to get any further shots on him. I'll wait around here for a while, partly because again I don't want to be first across the river. You never know what's lying on the other side. There could be something spotting you from back at the map, or and there's almost invariably tank destroyers up by that house on the hill. So there's some tanks moving to the south, and I'm just waiting to see if I either pause anywhere or I get a shot through the buildings, which you can occasionally get from various places around in Erlenberg. Now our guys are crossing the river and pushing across the river, so I'm going to go up and join them. And the Yak Panther becomes visible, so I reckon I'm probably outside his view range. So I probably feel safe enough by stopping in the field here. He does start shooting back at my tracer, but it takes him a while to zero in. By the time he does so, I've pretty much taken out a lot of his hit points. So here you can see the speed of the Challenger, because basically I'm catching up to the heavy tanks, the tank destroyer in front of me, from a position that was well back. Now I don't get a decent shot in that German tank destroyer. And he's vacating that position, or he's attempting to vacate that position, but he doesn't get away with it. So I'm moving out closer to the hill, initially with the view to setting up on the ridge there to my left. Get a nice shot here on the hammer rack him, finish him off. And at this point I think I suffer a bit of a rush of blood to the head, because I don't stop here at the ridge where I could use the gun depression and engage in those tanks fairly safely. I push forward, but I push out into the open ground here along the northern edge of the map rather than pushing in under the hill, where again I could use the gun depression of the tank on the crest along the side rather than sitting here in the open where I can take fire. I'm now taking fire from a Comet, and I pay pretty severely because the cover in front of me is essentially soft cover. You can shoot away it or shoot through it with enough penetration. There goes the last of my cover, and that's pretty much the end of my tank. Now, while I did follow all the tanks in the game, I didn't follow anybody that was engaged in the action, so we're basically going to skip straight through to the end, where we win fairly comfortably. And I've actually done quite well on the scores. So I do hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider pressing the like button if you enjoyed the video, and please consider subscribing to the channel, because it really helps the channel out.
Great job, man.
So, victory. And did very well on the damage. Now that was helped considerably by the ammo rack. Third class mastery, and I came third on XP. So thank you for watching, and please come again. I will be back again with more videos shortly.